so many, and today we're recapping this afternoon's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Angels as the Phillies come behind and win 9-7 as they sweep out this Los Angeles Angels team. I guess before getting into this video, please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Please turn on notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. Then Bryce and Stott with a 3-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. So a nice come from behind win, right? Some sloppy play by this Phillies defense just continues, but we are able to overcome it. And honestly, I was about to come on here. I thought we were going to lose. Of course, we would have lost this game 7-6. I was about to come on this game recap and just rip and stop for that. Really just a treacherous error that he made, and he was very distracted. He was upset himself and didn't go and get the baseball out, the base runner to make it up to second base when he should have just been on first. He surely made up for that. A 3-run walk-off home run. Bryce Harper with a grand slam to right field. Every grand slam that he said it's his back park as a member of the Phillies has been a majestic one. That is for sure. That is just unbelievable. This was an exciting win, an exciting series as we hand the Los Angeles Angels their 11th consecutive loss. I don't like to see any team 11-game losing streak, you know what I mean? But you know what? I don't care. That's just the New York Mets. But you know what? It is what it is. We're playing them. I want to win every single game. I don't care. I'm working for this Phillies team. It's nothing personal. We need to win baseball games, and we needed this sweep. We're very badly. So now just 4 games under 500 at 25-29. And there was a lot of fight shown out of this Phillies team. There was a lot of fight shown out of this Phillies team. And I give this team so much credit for battling. Alec Boehm, who's been really struggling, had a nice 3-hit day this afternoon. He certainly needed that one. We hold Mike Trout hitless in this series. He's the best player in baseball, arguably. Of course, he's not playing like it right now, but overall he is. We're able to hold him at bay in this series. He has a hitless series, so just absolutely crazy as we pick up the scoring summary here in the top of the 4th inning. Jared Walsh singles on a line drive to right field. Matt Duffy and Shohei Ohtani come around to score as it's 2-0 Los Angeles here in the 4th. Kyle Gibson, right? We always talk about it, how he just has that one inning. I talk about it all the time. I even talked about it in my story today. I was so annoyed about this that I actually had to make a story about it. He always has that one inning where he just doesn't look good. He completely falls apart, and that was in the top of the 4th inning. He really couldn't seem to have good control of that curveball. It really just seemed to fall apart for him. 2-0 Los Angeles. We pick it up here in the same inning. Joe Liddell hits a ground ball to third. Alec Boehm kind of hesitates to throw to first. As the throw was not in time as Mike Trout comes around to score, and it's now 3-0 Los Angeles. The Angels now jump ahead to a 3-0 lead, and Alec Boehm, that's the play you got to make. First of all, not a very strong throw at all. Very low to the ground, and he kind of hesitated to throw to first. A more sloppy play. The Angels just pouncing all over Kyle Gibson here. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. Philly killer Kurt Suzuki singles on a line drive to center field. Jared Walsh comes around to score as it's now 4-0 Angels. Kurt Suzuki, the former Washington National World Series champion in 2019 with the team. Of course, he did leave them in free agency after the 2020 season after he signed a 2-year deal prior to the 2019 season with the Nats. He's been with the Angels since 2021. He was able to drive in Jared Walsh. He always seems to kill us, right? Kurt Suzuki always seems to have a number, right? With this time with the Braves, right? He always has just seen to hit us well. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. As bad as Kyle Gibson was in this inning, I do not blame this on him. A bunt attempt by Tyler Wade up the first base line, and we had a clear shot. To get Kurt Suzuki at second. Rhys Hoskins handles it nicely, and then he throws way high. Bryce has to jump way up to make sure it doesn't go into the outfield. Just sloppy play. Clean it up. I never seen anything like it as Brandon Marsh comes around to score on that as it's now 5-0 Los Angeles. You got to clean this up. This is just pathetic. We talked about it going into the season, that would really be a problem. It's certainly been a problem, that's for sure. It almost cost us from winning this game. We could have easily lost this game. You see how close we were. 5-0 Angels is how it end Kyle Gibson's start. Terrible start. I've never seen a guy, have that one bad inning. He's like cruising for 3 innings, and all of a sudden, there's bam, just like that. 5 spot for the Angels. It's just like, And of course, one of those runs, of course, shouldn't have happened because of Rhys Hoskins not making a routine play. Let me pick it up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nick Castellanos hits a second base fly the other way out to right field. Rhys Hoskins comes around to scores. It's now a 5-1 ball game. So the Phillies now get on the board. So Nick Castellanos with some fundamental baseball. We all know he's been struggling, so he was able to get a ribby right there. So it's certainly going to help him a little bit. So some fundamental baseball, 5-1. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. JT Muto grounds out the first base as Jared Walsh just went to the bag himself unassisted, and Bryce Harper comes around to score, and it's now a 5-2 ball game. So the Phillies getting a little bit closer now, just down by 3. So we're able to produce some runs right there, right? The sac fly and the RBI ground, not the most exciting way to win baseball games, but runs are runs. Runs are runs. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 8th inning. Brandon Marsh singles on a line drive to left field. Jared Walsh comes around to score. They were able to get Brandon Marsh out at second. So as he was trying to advance up there, they were able to get him out. And that would be the end of the inning, as that was an unearned run for Jerry's family. As I said, Jared Walsh, it's a routine ground ball to Bryson Stott. Bryson Stott made a spectacular play, a nice diving play to rob Mike Trout earlier in the inning, like right before that. Mike Trout, a guy could run, we all know that. Just a couple minutes later, then he makes this play, a nice routine ground ball hit right to him. He bobbles it, goes into left center field, and he kind of just throws his head up in the air, kind of hesitates, then he kind of just walks out there, and then Jared Walsh breaks to second, and throws 9 in time. I mean, you have to make sure you hold him at first. You did not let him get up to second like that. So that really would bother me as a manager. That would really infuriate me as a manager. I would have no time for that behavior. I wouldn't put up with it for a second. I remember when Joe Girardi was hired here. The biggest thing was discipline. We saw no discipline with Joe Girardi. None. And of course, I was always the one. I liked Joe Girardi. I really did. I mean, I didn't love Joe Girardi. I liked him. I really liked him when he first came. I didn't like him as much when he got fired. But I still, thought, I think he's a good manager. But I don't really know if he just wasn't the best fit here. Of course, I'm not really going to get into that. I already talked about that before. But the thing is that we need to see more discipline with this team. We need to make sure we're holding these players accountable. Tom Thompson, of course, he's the interim manager right now, and he's Joe Girardi's protege. So I expect to see discipline. But I don't know if we're really going to get it. You know what I mean? Because we didn't really see any discipline under Joe Girardi. We certainly didn't see it under Gabe Kapler for 2 years in 2018, 2019. We certainly didn't see it then. Maybe we saw a teeny bit more with Joe Girardi, but clearly not. Remember his press conference, they emphasized discipline. We saw no discipline. Let me pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The reigning NL MVP, Bryce Harper, his 3rd home run of the series. And this guy is not 100% healthy. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. He just continues to just have an amazing season as he hits a grand slam to right field into the second neck. He just continues to just show the emotion. I just love it. It's so good for the game. So a grand slam to right field, his 13th of the season to score Herrera, Stott, and Schwarber as the Phillies tie it at 6. So a tie game. So there you go. So Raziel Iglesias, definitely not so good here this afternoon for Los Angeles, right? Certainly a rough performance for him. So the Phillies tie it at 6. How about it? Bryce Harper, another clutch. It's like watching a movie, watching this guy play every day. Big game Bryce. This is why we signed him. I mean, big game Bryce. He loves the pressure. He loves the bright lights. He has for such a long time, right? I mean, he's always had that pressure, right? I mean, even before he was 16 years old and he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, he's that kind of guy. Big game Bryce. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 9th inning. Matt Duffy singles on a ground ball to right field. That play, I understand that ball is hard, but that play has to be made of Rhys Hoskins. So another defensive miscue over at first base, as of course Duffy was credited with the single, and Tyler Wade comes around to score as it's now 7-6 Los Angeles. So the Angels now take the lead. Tyler Wade, of course, did steal second. The throw by JT Muto went into center field as was not knocked down, and luckily Tyler Wade did not go up the third. Not that it really mattered anyway. But now the Angels take lead off of Corey Knebel. So another shaky appearance by Corey Knebel. I tell you, I've not been impressed with him as a closer. I just have not. It's been no secret. I don't think really hardly anybody in this city's been real happy with him as a closer. So 7-6 Angels. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 9th inning. He hit his first career home run in this series on Friday night. And then he hits a 3-run walk-off home run to right field to score Bohm and Gregorius, who got reactivated prior to the game. His mate went in the 10-day AL. Definitely a bummer. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Stott's second home run of his career out on the season. And the Phillies winning 9-7 as we sweep out this Angels team. Right, so Mike Trout gets swept out of Philadelphia. Ouch. As we hold him hitless in this series, as I said before. So we certainly had his number in this series. He did score a run against us today. He was able to draw a walk. I mean, he did not have a good series. He just did not. And Nick Castellanos, I thought, after the Bryce Harper, grand slam, I thought that he had a chance. I mean, Nick Castellanos gave that ball a great ride out to center field. Mike Trout made a good play to catch that. The Phillies win it 9-7. So huge win. Chicago Schwarber goes hitless out of the leadoff spot. We should have saw his reaction to the Bryson Stott 3-run walk-off from it. It was pretty priceless. Rhys Hoskins goes hitless, but he's able to draw a walk. But to clean up this defense, I mean, seriously, clean it up. I mean, he's not hitting. He's not fielding at all. I've just been incredibly disappointed with him. I talked about it this morning. Something's going to have to happen. If he doesn't start doing something, I think this is going to be his last year here. I really do believe that. I think that's kind of a big thing to say here. I just can't really see him sticking around much longer. I just can't. How much more time are you going to give this guy? He's not hitting home runs. He only has 8 on the year so far, and the date is June 5th. I mean, he's clearly not really hitting the ball at the ballpark too much. So I've been incredibly disappointed with Rhys Hoskins. Bryce Harper, 2 knocks this afternoon. The double, the grand slam, 4 RBIs, now 40 on the year. We keep hearing about this Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is in around like 270. I understand, yes, the RBI total is right around 50. But yeah, Bryce Harper's hitting 309, 40 RBIs, 13 home runs. I mean, he is clearly having a better season than Pete Alonso. Clear as day. A 998 OPS, almost an 1,000 OPS. So I guarantee you, Pete Alonso isn't giving you 309 average. I can guarantee you that. Bryce Harper is clearly, having a better season than Pete Alonso, without a doubt. No matter what the national media says, that's so cute. It really is. It's very, very interesting, isn't it? Nick Castellanos, a rough his performance this afternoon, was able to get the sacrifice fly, also had that deep drive out to center field. Unfortunately, was tracked down by Mike Trout. Was able to draw a walk. Jay Tomuto with a rough hit was performance here this afternoon, able to collect a RBI on that ground out. So that was his only highlight of the game. And Alec Bohm coming in, definitely struggling. He has a 3-hit afternoon. Definitely what the doctor ordered for Alec Bohm. He was able to score one of the Phil's runs, of course. Drupal Herrera also collecting, knocking that bloop single down the left field line. And Yohan Camargo also collecting the knock here this afternoon. Gregorius, welcome back. It's a single to left center field. Keep that bottom of that thing alive. And then, of course, that would bring up Bryson Stott. As we get to Bryson Stott, only one hit was a big one. Home run to win it for the Phils. Kyle Gibson, 3 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs off ever earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. I talked about it a little bit before, a 4.40 ERA. This is final year of his contract. I just don't see him sticking around, right? I just can't stand it. I mean, I've never seen a guy. I mean, he just hits a wall. Like he can't get out of it. It almost seems like he just enters a fog and he just can't get out of it. Nelson, 2 1/3, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Definitely gave us a nice solid 2 1/3 right there. Chris Sanchez with a solid inning, a third, able to strike out 2. And Jer East Familia. I mean, the defense did not help him. The defense did not help him there as he was smacked with the run. Of course, it was not earned because of that error by Bryson Stott. That shouldn't have happened. Corey Connell gets the win, even though he really didn't deserve it. 2-4 now on the year. ERA now sits at 3.52. Seems like whoever you put in that closer's role for the Phillies just gets shaky. No matter who it is. And remember, Suarez had that down. He had that down. If he continues to struggle as a starter, maybe you see him go back there. Maybe you see him go back there. That's certainly a possibility. The day off tomorrow, and we got Milwaukee Brewers, 8-10 the first pitch. Rangers Suarez, speaking of him, 4-3 with a 4.69 ERA going against Alexander. He doesn't have a win or loss this year, a 2.57 ERA. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on that notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hot Soup Media, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at @PeonSoupMedia. Card text 267-225-3292. Email phillieshandsoup@gmail.com. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Luke and I'll talk to you later. Let's go Phillies. I'll see you guys.